Hey, it's Donna. I'm the designer and founder of Miik. We are a small women-owned and run brand. We make everything right here in the Toronto area, and we only use sustainably sourced, crazy soft and stretchy fabrics. We are so excited for the plus size capsule collection launch. So Kelly, you are our fit model for Miik's plus size collection. What was that experience like for you?
You know what? It was magical, actually. I've never felt so pampered and appreciated and honored for my body shape and size than I did with your team of women who were all caring about making me feel comfortable, making sure I had a good experience. It was something I looked forward to for every single one of those fittings.
Oh my God, that is so nice to hear. I am so happy.
Absolutely.
Tell us a bit about yourself, like what you do, and how did you even find Miik? How did this all happen?
Okay, sure. I'm a real estate agent, and I work in the Georgetown and Mississauga area, greater GTA sort of. And because I made a midlife career change, looking for professional clothing that was also comfortable, because as a real estate agent, you have to look professional and act professional at all times, but you might get down on your hands and knees with a flashlight and peek in a crawl space, right? And there just wasn't the variety of styles and quality of fabrics that I was looking for. So I noticed as I'm scrolling my social media that I'm seeing advertising from Miik, and it's ticking all the boxes for me in so many ways. But when I looked on the website, I didn't see sizing that would be suitable for me. I just took it upon myself to send an email out. I said, do you have plus sizes? And the answer, of course, was disappointing. That was a no. That was a couple of years ago. But one of your staff, Joe, contacted me and said, hey, are you still interested in that plus size stuff? That was my first little ding.
Wow.
Someone's interested in what I think and what I want. I said, if you ever need any other help with anything, if you're going to be developing a plus size line, let me know. I don't live that far away. I'd love to help out. And she said, well, funny you should ask, because we're looking for a fit model.
That is amazing. I love this. My first impression when we met was just your openness and how helpful you were. I came from a graphic design background, so even just designing clothes is I still kind of go, oh my God, what am I doing? I can't believe that I'm doing this. You made everything so comfortable and so easy, so that we felt like we could ask every question. Every time I would come home, I would just say, oh my God, we just had another amazing fitting with Kelly.
And I'd go home and say the same thing, and I can't wait to go back.
Tell us some of the challenges that you've had going into other stores and trying to find something that you love that fits your body.
Sure, that's easy. So lots of stores that have great styles.
Yeah.
I look, and when they finally expand and maybe have some large sizes, all they've done is increase the dimensions of the garments. And as bodies are larger, they're not necessarily larger in the same spots.
Yes,
same amount.
your shoulders don't get bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So it was just, it was a great experience to know that your team was interested in getting everything right. It was like, how does this make you feel? Is this something you'd be comfortable in? And how would you wear this? And what are your thoughts on this garment? And so, although it was my first experience doing anything like this too, it felt so great to have people actually interested in listening to what I had to say about how things fit me and what sort of trouble areas there might be, or certain things that I look for. So from that point of view, it was such an amazing experience just to be asked so many questions, and then to have people listening to me and wanting to get it right.
That's so great to hear. One thing that I found so interesting is that you would say, try on this pant, and you would say, I love it, this looks great. And then we go, well, do you want the pant to be more tapered? And you'd say, no, I like it straight legged. And then we'd say, well, we're gonna just investigate everything. Let's just try it. So we pinned your leg and gave it a little bit more of a taper. And then you'd look in the mirror and you'd go, this looks amazing. I love it so much better. So I thought it was such a great thing that we were kind of doing all of this together.
Sure, yeah. And
as a team.
I learned things that I wanted that I didn't know I wanted until you showed them to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not used to large sizes catering that much or caring that much about how they fit on a large size body. So just having the fact that, a lot of things like the shoulders fall down a little bit, and you guys were like, well, we need to have the shoulders up where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's 100 times better, and I didn't even think of it. So
Yeah.
that was great too. Just the care
Yeah.
and precision that was taken in all little aspects. But truthfully, it made me struggle a little bit more with some of the clothes that I have in my own wardrobe at home, because then I'd put them on and I'd say, well, I know what the Miik ladies would say about this. This doesn't fit right here, or this could be improved here. So
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
it
that's
was
so
a funny
great.
experience.
I gotta tell you, I was like almost tearing up. I was like, oh God, it's gonna show. It's just so amazing to hear you saying all this. Wow. That also reminds me to just what was your first impression just of the fabric alone?
I knew that there was an effort and a practice of trying to be cognizant of being good to the planet at the same time
Yeah.
as developing these fabrics that are going to feel really luxe, not cheap stuff
Yeah.
that you can get at a lot of the places that just have some large sizes. Knowing that they were being made from, sustainable sources
Yeah.
was so important to me. And then feeling them just sort of, it made it all kind of come together for me. I'm like, oh yeah,
Wow.
I am aligning with this team 100%.
What would you say to someone who's a little bit hesitant to spend that extra money to invest in a locally made, high quality piece?
That's easy too, because I know when I have in the past found a garment somewhere that does work for me, my first instinct is to buy 2 of them.
Yeah.
Because what if one wears out? It's obviously going to be a favorite and it's going to get worn, and I don't want to wear something that looks worn or threadbare. And so the idea of spending a little bit more, although it doesn't cost any more than if I buy 2 of a certain garment that works for me, right? I'm also very conscious of keeping as many textiles and clothing out of landfills around the world as possible. Fast fashion is not where my heart lies. The idea of having classic pieces in my wardrobe that all work together and that'll last me for a long time and stay looking good for a long time is really important to me.
Yeah, that's amazing. What do you think that Miik is offering to the plus size community that other brands are lacking?
To be honest, what really makes a difference for me is the thoughtfulness in the little details of the design, because you want the fabric to move naturally and feel natural. I mean, I remember the first time I tried something on, sat down, and then I got up and I adjusted myself. As a plus size person, I'm accustomed to doing that. I didn't think twice about it,
Yes.
but I think you spotted it and you said, oh, how come you're having to do that? And I explained, and you were like, okay, so what can we do about that? And this is the sort of thing that you don't get when you buy things just off the rack at any store that has some larger sizes.
Yeah.
That level of thought and caring is put into it, and it really makes a difference in how I feel wearing these garments. I can't wait until my whole wardrobe can be back. So we've got to keep working and keep rolling out some more pieces.
Yes. We are making more plus size styles, and we really need to hear your feedback.
I am very excited to hear what everybody has to say about all of the designs that we worked so hard on over the last year. I can't wait for other plus size women to try these and feel how good they feel.
Thank you so much for doing this with us today. This was so much fun.
Thank you.